Chichen Itza is one of the most famous and important archaeological sites in Mexico. Located on the Yucatan Peninsula, it was once a major city of the Maya civilization and played a significant role in the cultural, political, and economic life of the region. The history of Chichen Itza spans several centuries, with different periods of construction and influence. The earliest evidence of human occupation in the area dates back to around 750 AD, but the city began to flourish between the 9th and 12th centuries. It reached its peak during the late Classic period, approximately 600 to 900 AD, and continued to thrive into the early post-Classic period, 900–1200 AD. During this time, Chichen Itza was a major center of Maya power and was likely ruled by a powerful elite. The city's architecture, artwork, and religious practices show a blend of Maya and Toltec influences. The Toltecs were a civilization from central Mexico, and their arrival at Chichen Itza brought about a fusion of cultural elements, including architectural styles and religious beliefs. The most iconic structure at Chichen Itza is the Kukulkan Pyramid, also known as El Castillo. This stepped pyramid is dedicated to the feathered serpent deity Kukulkan and served as a temple and astronomical observatory. Its design is carefully aligned with the sun, producing a dramatic shadow effect during the equinoxes when the sunlight creates the illusion of a descending serpent. Other notable structures at Chichen Itza include the Temple of the Warriors, the Great Ball Court, the Sacred Cenote, and the Temple of the Jaguar. The site also features a network of roads, residential buildings, and various plazas. Around the 13th century, the decline of Chichen Itza began, and by the 15th century, the city was largely abandoned. The reasons for its decline are not fully understood, but it is believed that a combination of factors, including environmental issues, political unrest, and possibly warfare, contributed to its abandonment. Chichen Itza remained largely hidden and overgrown by the surrounding jungle until the 19th century when explorers and archaeologists started to uncover and study the site. Today, Chichen Itza is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and attracts a large number of visitors who come to marvel at its architectural wonders and learn about the fascinating history of the Maya civilization. Chichen Itza is an ancient Mayan city located on the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. It is one of the most famous and well-preserved archaeological sites in the Americas, renowned for its stunning architecture and rich history. The site was designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1988 and is also recognized as one of the new 7 wonders of the world. The history of Chichen Itza dates back to the late Classic period of Mayan civilization, around the 7th century CE. However, it reached its peak during the terminal Classic period, 900–1050 CE, and continued to be occupied until the arrival of the Spanish conquistadors in the 16th century. Chichen Itza was an important political, economic, and religious center for the Maya. It was ruled by a series of powerful leaders who oversaw the construction of grand structures and the development of the city. The architecture of Chichen Itza displays a unique blend of Mayan and Toltec influences, reflecting the city's role as a cultural crossroads. One of the most iconic structures at Chichen Itza is the Temple of Kukulkan, also known as El Castillo. This step pyramid is dedicated to the feathered serpent deity Kukulkan, also known as Quetzalcoatl, and serves as a testament to the advanced astronomical knowledge of the Maya. During the spring and autumn equinoxes, the play of sunlight on the pyramid creates a shadow that resembles a serpent descending the pyramid steps. Other notable structures at Chichen Itza include the Great Ball Court, which is the largest and best-preserved ancient Mesoamerican ball court. The ball game played in these courts had deep religious and ceremonial significance for the Maya. The site also features the Temple of the Warriors, the observatory, known as El Caracol, the Sacred Cenote, a natural sinkhole used for sacrificial purposes, and many more. Chichen Itza's decline began around the 11th century, possibly due to internal unrest or environmental factors such as drought. By the time the Spanish arrived in the 16th century, the city had been largely abandoned and was already in ruins. Spanish conquistadors did record their encounters with Chichen Itza, but the site remained largely forgotten until the 19th century when explorers and archaeologists started to rediscover and document the ruins.